What is up, everybody? Will Rolling Audio here today on episode 18 of The Hotter Show. I hope you are doing absolutely awesome today. Thank you so much for tuning in and hitting that play button on the WrestleMania predictions episode. I am currently sitting in the basement of Your Average Noob Studios. Sitting here with two guys who, if you listen to the previous predictions episode, you know them well. Mr. Brandon Bowden.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And, of course, making his triumphant return to the podcast here, ladies and gentlemen, the heel, Ryan Wood.
I'm not gonna lie, after that Zack Ryder thing, I kind of want to leave.
All right, well,
holy shit.
that's the heel. He's going to take off. Thanks for coming, Ryan.
Thanks to you.
Giving him a good handshake. Thanks for coming, buddy.
That's firm.
All right, so I don't even. We're kind of.
We're torn.
We're just torn. I don't even know how else to say it. WrestleMania coming up. Usually this time of year, I'm excited. I'm hyped. And this year, I'm not hyped. Man, what the hell's going on?
Usually I'd be like Mojo Rawley hyped, but this year I'm just Zack Ryder hyped.
Boys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm used to Christmas and April, and right now, I'm not even getting presents.
At best right now, this is like Easter in April, which
Is not.
Really
it's not even
cares?
Christmas in April, it's just Easter in April, which is pretty much
It's
damn close to
Like
Easter is.
it's still cool, but like.
I'm gonna take it a step further. It's a second Valentine's Day where we're just paying money for stuff we don't even really want.
Ooh, shots fired at WrestleMania from the ladies and gentlemen. That is the heel Ryan Wood. So, this is the second predictions podcast we're doing here. This is the second time that I am being joined by the heel Ryan Wood. The second time being joined by Brandon in the predictions, but of course your fourth appearance here on the Hotter Show, or not appearance, I guess, but
Yeah.
kind of appearance. No one can see us, but we're here. We're here. So.
I'm appearing in people's ears.
Yeah, technically, we could do that. So I guess you could say we're veterans at this by now. Not
Something
really.
like that.
Not really, but we'll figure it out. So what we're going to do today, guys, is we are going to go through all of the WrestleMania matches, starting with the pre-show, and then kind of just going from there, because we have no idea the order or anything, because I don't even think they've announced the order yet, have they? I don't know.
No, it's WrestleMania. They'll throw in matches where we don't expect them.
Should we tell your loving audience that I know that they think podcasts are a lot of opinion, but we're basically fact?
Yeah.
Okay.
When it comes to most things, we are the professionals.
Yeah.
There's lots of wrestling podcasts out there. You got the Faster Than the World podcast, of course. Shout out to those guys, awesome guys. You got the Hour Bomb. You got Respect the Mat podcast. There's tons of them. But it is in fact that myself, the heel Ryan Wood, and Brandon Bowden, what we say is gold. There's opinions, and then there's what we have to say, and it's the truth. And that's just all that needs to be said right off the bat. So anything we say, basically, you just have to accept it. That's what's happening. Is that right, guys?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say
Yep.
so.
And my tongue is totally not in my cheek as I'm saying this. So, just for the record. But so, if there's nothing else you guys have to say, we'll just dive into this, I guess.
Yep, sounds good.
All
Relax
right.
your sphincters, boys. Here we go.
This is going to be a doozy. All right, so first match we got coming in here. I guess we'll start off with the pre-show. I guess it's the first match going to be the... I don't even know the order. Brandon knows the order.
It's going to either be the Usos and Dudley Boys or the 10 Diva tag team match that leads off the night, because those are the two kickoff matches.
Ooh.
I believe it's the Usos and Dudley Boys that are going to kick it all off, though, because when I see the previews, it's always the Usos and the Dudley Boys first.
And to be honest, you just did the best description of those matches, so let's carry on and go ahead
Let's
and
just
make-
ignore them. All right, no. So, all right, so...
If you don't subscribe to the network and you just get the pay-per-view, you're not going to see those matches anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess...
We'll start with the Usos and the Dudley Boys.
Yeah, there's a lot of ground to cover, but we'll just kind of go through them quickly. The Usos versus the Dudley Boys for the tag team... Wait, no, it's not for the tag team champions. What the hell am I saying?
Far from it.
I wish it
It's
was.
It's going to be for the number 3 contendership match.
The number 3 contendership match. I don't even know where my head's at today, but the... what can we even say about this match?
You got the in-ring veterans of the Dudley Boys. Their talent and their resume speaks for themselves, going against a couple of hotshot young guys who they've been around for a little bit now. They've proven themselves in my eyes as being talented. Maybe not tag team champion worthy just yet, but all I can say is this shouldn't be a match that's bad. There shouldn't be any hiccups. There shouldn't be any crap that goes on. Just smooth sailing. It's one I don't even care who wins. I just want to see a solid tag match between the two and just carry on the night from there.
Yeah, I agree mostly with Ryan. The only difference is the one thing I'm looking forward to this match is like how big the haka of the Usos is going to be.
Yeah.
How big the haka is, and then after that, I'm just going to pretty much tune out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of the Dudleys. So I am looking forward to the match, but I think we can all agree it's kind of like, yeah, it'll be a good match.
It's obviously going to end with the Usos winning, putting the Dudleys through tables.
Yeah, you're calling it? You're calling the Usos going over?
Oh, the Usos are going over.
Ryan?
I'll say Usos are going over, just cleanly, simple.
Yeah, I'm going to say the Usos are going to go over with some shenanigans happening. That's I'll just leave it at that. So shenanigans. So I guess we'll get into the next one here if we absolutely have to. It's the Total Divas versus Bad and Blonde, which is, I'm not going to lie, when I heard that team name, I was like, that could be worse. I don't mind that team name. It could be so much worse.
I don't know why you guys
It could be like Team Bad with 2 B's. Like Team Bad.
Team color.
Because they're just Team Bad.
They're Team something.
Well,
do we even have to really talk about this match?
Freaking right we do. Ladies, we're talking about 10 puppies going on in this ring. I mean, good old Jerry
There's
the
10
King
divas,
Lawler.
wouldn't that make 20?
Oh, 10, that's 20 individual puppies. I can't even hold that many. Let's just stick with 10 for now. Just sets, boys. As our good man Jerry Lawler would say, this is going to be great. I can't wait. Now, the actual wrestling part's going to suck. I mean, look at the talent we got here. Reality TV stars versus a couple of rejects. The people that are going to stand
harsh
out.
words from the heel here.
Hey, I speak the truth, boys. The people that are going to stand out tonight, and I mean tonight, because Lord knows we don't care about them on Sunday, it's going to be Eva Marie and Paige. That's just in my dreams. In the ring, Eva Marie and Naomi will be the 2 that'll stand out. You can call it a heel move. Ooh, yeah. No. Eva Marie's got so much to prove this match. I think she's just going to go, fuck you, internet marks. Fuck you all. I'm here to actually do something. Paige, thank you for paving the way, you piece of shit.
So you're calling it that you think Eva Marie's gonna stand out in this match big time?
No, that's a total lie. No, in all honesty, Eva, I think when I was telling you guys earlier, 2 divas are going to stand out in this match. I don't know who. All I'm saying is 2, because what is it, 5-minute match? Most likely, you're not going to dedicate.
Yeah, it's not going to be a very long match.
2 girls are going to stand out. I'm hoping one is Eva Marie. Just let her be a heel. That's all I'm going to say about this match. I don't even care who friggin' wins. Just puppies.
Puppies all around. Brandon?
Well, I'm not going to admit it. I watched Raw last night, and because this is being...
Sorry, as we're recording this is Tuesday, because unfortunately this was the only night that we could all get together to do this, so it's a little early maybe.
We have all the
but
matches here. Nothing's going to change between now and then. I watched Raw last night. When they declared that it was going to be Eva Marie as the 5th member of the team of Total Divas, I kind of wanted to gouge my eyes out a little bit.
Why does that not make sense? We were talking about it earlier. Why does that not make any fucking sense at all?
She's not a face.
She's not a face.
That's why I kept saying.
Team of faces,
make
not
her
a face.
heel. But they won't do it. That's why there's 2 people that are going to stand
I think
out.
Team Bad and Blonde is going to go over in this match, though, because of Emma. I think Emma's going to be the
MVP
of the
that's what I'm saying is I think Emma's going to be a wild because she's getting a big opportunity.
She is, and she's got a brand new character, a brand new gimmick where it works really well for her in NXT, and they probably want to see it work on the main roster.
Yes, and she's very good.
Yeah.
You know?
You guys are so mean wanting this poor girl to fall on her face like this because she ain't doing shit.
Not at all.
I think Tamina's got a better chance of becoming a Hall of Famer than this girl does of standing in this match.
Tamina has a better chance of working like 5 minutes in this match or at all than being a Hall of Famer.
If she works 5 minutes in this match, I'm done.
I just don't understand where they're finding the time to get 5 divas from each tag team in on this match. It would make more sense if it was like a tornado match.
Yeah, I guess that would, wouldn't it?
10 diva tornado
Just
match.
leave it as an 8-man tag match where they should have did.
Yeah, but they had to add more people. Got to get all those divas in there.
Man, Test and Albert must be pissed for them taking their TNA gimmick.
TNA gimmick.
Boom!
R.I.P. Test.
I just feel like this is like everybody, like, this is just showing us how much that the 4 horsewomen basically have passed the rest of the Divas division.
I can't wait till we talk about them. I'm going to rip them.
Oh, just calm down for now. No heel turns
Yeah,
yet.
but the thing is,
No.
there's 3 other divas in the Divas division, and they're all in the championship match. The rest of them are relegated to being in this crapshoot of a 10 diva tag match.
I don't disagree with that, but
Yeah, me neither.
I guess at the end of the day, So, Brandon, you have Bad and Blonde going over for obvious reasons. I've got Bad and Blonde going over. I'll be really surprised if the Total Divas win, but at the same time, I won't be at all, if that makes any sense, because
And also
the Bella.
And I'll also, I guess so. And I'll also be watching the replay of this match on Total Divas, which will obviously, air 6 months after this match.
Yeah, of course.
I got one diva from each tag team going over. That's like, who gives a shit?
So you just don't care.
As long as it's Naomi going like over a barricade and like swallowed up by the crowd.
No, what I mean is, I don't care who wins. Two divas, like I said, are gonna be the showcase of the match, and they're gonna go over to be pushed into a spotlight.
I think it's pretty sad how Paige last year was like
Yeah,
a big deal, and now she's relegated to this really bad match.
Well, I think a lot of Paige's thing is, it's from what I can gather, it's kind of her own fault. Just because of her attitude outside of the ring. But that's another discussion for another time.
Yeah.
So that's that match, guys. Kind of,
We're gonna be typical guys watching women touch each other. So
Nah, I mean, it is what it is. I'll be looking forward to seeing parts of the match for sure, especially when Emma gets in there and starts working.
Maybe if any of them besides Emma had any athletic ability, we wouldn't have to be like,
oh my god, just skip this thing because I don't even want to keep going. You're gonna tell me Natalya Hart does not have any fucking talent?
I want to
she's
see.
not even gonna get into the match.
She's the ring veteran of that whole friggin' match. She's the technician.
She's the worst. Okay, yeah, she is.
She's the best.
Okay, to be honest, I'm gonna
fight.
I'm gonna come straight up and say it. I forgot Natalya was in this match.
She's the only one I remembered.
All right, so this has been an absolute train wreck with this match, but
Yeah, the match we were going to spend like a minute on.
Our analyzation of the match.
Our analyzation
longer than the match is going to last.
that's all we really got left to say about that. I am looking forward to seeing Emma in it. I'm actually looking forward to seeing Natalya versus Emma. I think if those two get in the ring, let them work. It'll be interesting. With that, let's just move on before we spend another 10 minutes on this.
Because God, we knows WWE won't.
Oh, God.
So what's the next match?
So I guess next match we'll go in here is the third annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Can I start this, guys? I'm very attached.
The floor is yours.
And to be honest, I got $20. You guys can see it right here. I'll give it to, actually, you know what? I'll give you each $40 if you can tell me who the fuck's in this match.
The social outcasts.
Like everyone who's in this match.
I think everybody who I feel like
everyone
this WrestleMania.
Who appeared on Raw last
I feel like this WrestleMania is like everybody gets to try.
Yeah. You didn't get a match?
You didn't get a match? Andre Memorial.
Oh my god.
You didn't get a match? Andre Memorial.
It's basically
It's the Survivor Series all over again.
Oh god.
So you didn't get a match? Here's a Survivor Series tag match.
So you know when you were a kid, I know this really well because this is my life. Participation ribbons. The Andre the Giant
Memorial Battle
participation
Royal is the
ribbon.
participation ribbon of WrestleMania.
And you know what? Like, hey, I'd make the most of it. Because if I was a wrestler right now, I would definitely be getting a ribbon for participation.
Yep.
For sure. So, I mean...
So how do we hop into this? Who do you guys actually think could win this fantastic match?
I feel like it's going to be someone stupid. Like, not necessarily a bad way, like Heath Slater or something. Just something ridiculous.
So now he can come out being,
Yeah.
the social outcasts won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, baby!
That's literally exactly it.
You know what's sad? How much that makes sense?
Well, remember, they said if they win it, they're going to win it as a group.
Oh, okay.
So I wouldn't. I'm not actually saying I think Heath Slater's going to win, but
I think this match is the end of the road for the social outcasts.
Yeah.
I think the social outcasts are actually going to be the last four guys in it, and they're all going to want to celebrate as a team, and Adam Rose is going to turn on all three of them and knock them all out. Adam Rose is going to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
That's a bold statement there from Brandon.
How perfect is that any of the four win? We know from any Battle Royal, over-the-top match, like the Royal Rumble itself, big guys are projected to win. So we could have said easily in this analyst, oh, Kane and Big Show are your top, which probably they are to a lot of people.
And
but
Mark Henry.
And Mark Henry. But how good would it be for, even though you said it's a joke, for Heath Slater to be able to say, I eliminated the Giants. I won Andre the Giant. Friggin' Battle Royal. That would be a perfect, stupid push for him because he doesn't, you don't want to give a push like that to somebody like him. No offense to the guy, he's just...
Speaking of participation ribbons, are the two guys who don't take part in the League of Nations match going to be part of this?
I would only assume so, yeah.
Yeah, Rusev
So Wade
and Del
Barrett and
Rio.
Rusev?
Wade Barrett and Rusev.
Oh, I thought it was Wade Barrett and Sheamus.
They haven't mentioned who's going to be in that match still. It could be
God.
anybody. It's going to be Sheamus and insert other League of Nations.
Sheamus and Lana.
It's going to be Sheamus and
Sheamus and Lana.
It's going to be Sheamus and Rusev
It's
and
gonna
or
be
Del Rio.
It's going to be Sheamus and Del Rio for sure. I would be really surprised if it isn't. And the only reason why is because it seems like they're kind of like the co-captains of the League of Nations.
So
The
they
League of Urinations.
The League of Penetrations.
The League of Penetrations.
So who do you guys actually pick for this match? For myself, I'm gonna pick two guys. One.
You're taking two guys.
Well, because like.
You gotta pick one. Pick one. We're gonna be at this all night.
Yeah, I would have thought Goldust is my second pick, but Kane is. I'm just gonna go with the big guy. Obviously, I'm gonna stick with the big red machine taking it.
I'm gonna go with Adam Rose.
And I'm gonna pull the fast one on everybody and go with Braun Strowman.
Oh God.
Oh fuck! I thought. It'd be
Tell me I'm wrong.
God.
Tell me I'm wrong for thinking that.
I was just hoping he wasn't gonna be around.
You see Vince in the back. Ooh, we gotta push ya. I don't know why he sounds like Macho Man Randy Savage.
We gotta push Braun Strowman. Everybody's gonna love Braun Strowman. Yeah.
That's literally exactly what I'm picturing, and it's
He's
gonna
gonna have
be
a
a
little
train
thumbs
wreck.
up when he says it. Yeah.
It's gonna be a damn train wreck. I am kind of looking forward to the Battle Royal. It's a Battle Royal. They're always
cool things
interesting.
could happen.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens, but that's really the Andre the Giant Battle Memorial or Battle Royal. What else is there to say? So, I guess next match we'll talk about here is a match that, honestly, it's probably the match I'm most looking forward to, only because I am a mark, and I say that proudly. So there's nothing wrong with being a mark.
Oh, shut up,
Okay.
AJ Styles.
You know what? Don't make me come over there.
Fucking, I'll throw you
I
on the
will.
top
I
rope.
will. I will. Brother, let me tell you something, brother.
Ryan, you don't want none.
I'm gonna pull you.
You don't want none. You don't want none. You looking scared because you don't really want none.
He's just a Southern boy with some farmer strength.
Ain't
Because ain't nobody man enough
to feel the pain.
If
Yeah, that
Santa
just-
wants to give me a present this year, make sure AJ doesn't ever come back to the WWE.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
If you can't tell, the next match we are going to discuss is AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. We're just going to ignore Ryan this whole time. Brandon, what are your thoughts on the match?
I think it's gonna be a great match. It's AJ Styles and Chris Jericho. Now that they've had even more chemistry together, and what is this, the fourth match together?
Mm-hmm.
So it can't not impress.
And it's a fully heel Jericho, too.
Oh,
Not like him teasing
and
heel.
he's full heel. Like he's an ass.
And it's great. I love heel Jericho.
Y2 jackass.
Y2 Jackass.
Can I say something?
Ryan, what are your
Can I
thoughts?
say something?
I'm just kidding.
It's,
What are your
it's
thoughts?
not going to be a heel turn. This is literally could be shaping up not to be the best match of the night, but easily number 2.
Oh, definitely.
I will have my prediction, and we'll probably talk about that very soon about the match of the year or match of the night for me. With AJ and Jericho, at first, didn't like it. Their very first match, it seemed a little slow. It seemed like they were more or less trying to feel each other out. When you're 3 matches in with these 2 ring veterans, they can't fuck up. I can't see any really stupid shit going on to the point where it's like, this match wasn't good, blah, 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 blah. AJ and Jericho will be fine here. I think this is the time where you're going to see some high moments. You get to see classic Jericho and a classic AJ get to duke it out. And whoever wins, the fans win.
Yeah, I mean, we can all agree it's going to be a great match. I've loved Styles since he came in the WWE. I think they've done pretty much everything right with him. I love Chris Jericho, like both in podcast and in the ring. Probably actually more in podcast, but that's another story.
He's got a good personality on him.
Yeah, it's going to be a great match. You know Jericho is going to put in the work. You know he's going to literally give the performance of his career regardless. Yeah. You know AJ is too. It's on the grandest stage of them all. I am get giddy thinking about this. This gives me hope for WrestleMania.
But here's the bummer with it. Because you guys, I know you're AJ Styles fans. I'm a Jericho fan. But knowing as a Jericho fan, Jericho knows how to put people over. He looks so good when he puts a guy over. So as much as I don't overly want to see AJ win, it'd probably be the better outcome and it would look the best for AJ to beat Jericho. I don't know how, though. I don't know if you should beat him with the Styles Clash or the Calf Crusher, I believe is that.
Well, he's been using that phenomenal forearm.
Yeah.
And that seems to be what he finishes with. And you know what? That's fine.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I do like the Calf Killer or Crusher, whatever the hell they're calling it now. Crusher. And I love the Styles Clash. But if he's using that phenomenal forearm, that's fine too. I love a good solid forearm. Nothing. So you got, Ryan, you have AJ winning this match?
I got AJ winning this.
Brandon?
I think Jericho's going to hit AJ Styles with a phenomenal forearm at some point. I think he's going to try and steal his move to get some heat during the match.
That'd be good.
Jericho's going to get the heat. Jericho is going to literally, go out of his way to, rip a fan's sign up or something to get heat. He's going to just... It's going to be great. He's going to get booed out of the damn building, and he's going to love every second of it.
But in the end, I think it's going to be AJ Styles going over Jericho with the Styles Clash, just because I think they've been saving that move.
They've been teasing it, too.
They've been teasing it, too. Like, when he first got into the Rumble, when he debuted, he went for that Styles Clash first thing and just missed it. But he's only hit it once on The Miz, and I think they want to save it for big occasions, and what bigger occasion?
You just kind of gave me the high point of one of the big high points of WrestleMania. AJ's going to hit, or Chris Jericho will hit the forearm on AJ. AJ will kick out. AJ hits the code breaker on Jericho, kicks out, and then get the end of the match
Styles Clash, yeah. Something stupid like that. But yeah, I've got... Definitely, I think AJ's going over. I think it makes the most sense. I know Jericho really he has come back really to put a lot of younger talent over. They have a lot of chemistry together. Personally, they have a lot of chemistry together. You know, you can hear it on when he did Jericho's podcast. So, I think it's going to be a great match. I'm pretty much calling it now to be my match of the night. Because, like, really, it's going to be great. So, what else is there to say? Going to be a great match, so... All right, so the next match we're going to talk about is the match for the Tag Team Championship. We have the League of Nations, or the Lads, as they like to refer to themselves, versus the current WWE Tag Team Champions, the New Day. New Day Rocks! New Day Rocks! New!
No, Ryan?
No?
Oh, leave the business. Leave the business. For the love of God.
All right. As you guys can hear, me and Brandon are fans of the New Day. And Mr. Ryan Wood, the first heel heat he ever got, actually, was on Twitter. And it was because of something he said about the New Day.
Just chirping the show, because I think they're overrated. This is a tag team with one of the dumbest gimmicks. Now, I'll give them credit. They made a stupid gimmick work. Now, what the WWE did with them, what I hate... They're making them the end-all, be-all tag teams. Like, they are the greatest thing that they could have created, the only thing they got. For a while, they were up there. I mean, when you have the New Day, the Usos, Matadors, Lucha Dragons, you have Rowan and Harper. There's multiple tag teams you could do, and people on there, I know on the internet right now are typing, what the hell does he know? The New Day is probably the greatest thing ever because they shake their booties. Okay, so we'll have a bra and panties match with them with Naomi. Like, see who's got the bigger butt. Who gives a rat's ass? That's not what we're here to look at. The last match the New Day had where they showed some talent was at TLC, and they didn't do shit. And the Lucha Dragons and the Usos had to carry that. But with this match, I'm gonna actually side with the New Day for a bit. Crazy thing. These idiots need to lose, drop the belts, leave for a little bit. Not the business. Just get the fuck out of the spotlight. You guys are done. Thank you for your services. Why? Because this is a time to give heat to a team that needs it. The League of Nations needs this hatred from the fans. That way the New Day can be looked at as a face.
The team that dethroned the New Day and shut that momentum. Yeah, I agree with that.
Because I put that in quotations as face. They don't need to be faces. That's going to piss people off because the internet doesn't know what the fuck they want when it comes to the New Day.
That's Ryan Wood versus the internet.
I don't care. They don't know what they're talking about, this crap. The New Day is like, ooh, booty, rocket every... No, drop your belts, give the heat, take some time off, and recapture the whole fan base once again. That way you can be looked at maybe a little better, show some friggin' talent, because now you guys have to work to get the belts back. That's what I want to see of the New Day. I want to see them work.
You basically want to see more work out of the guys. I think your whole thing with I just kind of let you go off there on the New Day because I think it's entertaining. But I think the number one thing with you is you were such a big Kofi Kingston fan.
Well, and not to mention, I like Big E and I like Xavier Woods. All three are very talented individual wrestlers.
They can all work.
Yes. Why I said about more work, have that match where all of us are like, holy shit, you guys put on the match of the night. You guys haven't done that yet as tag team champions. You're not even close. This is your chance to lose the belts and come back even stronger.
You want to see them not rely so much on a gimmick.
That's all they are. They're not even tag team champions. They're a gimmick. Now show me why you're tag team champions, or lose it and prove to me why you need your belts back.
That's all you want at the end of the day. That's all the heel wants.
Because I don't care about the League of Nations. Screw them. Half of them are going to be leaving shortly due to contracts, and they suck.
And that's so. We'll just end off your segment on this thing here. What is your? So you have League of Nations going over.
I got League of Nations going over.
So that's the heel's thoughts on everything. If anybody would like to rebuttal the heel, be sure to hit me up on Twitter or anything.
Oh, I'd love to talk to you.
Please keep
Direct all your emails to theheelryanwood@gmail.com.
I'm gonna have to make you an account and stuff because people are just gonna. I already know. I got tweets and messages about that.
I'd love to talk to people because you know what? At the end of the day, you guys can have your little opinion saying, "I love the New Day. They're the greatest tag team," and I'm gonna be like, "Well, then let's have a chat about it because you're friggin' wrong."
And that's why he's the heel, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to move on to Brandon here. Brandon, your thoughts on the match?
Well, for the most part, I agree with Ryan. Not about the no talent New Day and everything like that, but the League of Nations need the belts more than the New Day.
I agree with that 100%.
Absolutely sure. Like, I think this is probably we're nearing the end of the New Day as we know it. I think that this match, I think they'll go back after the titles after like WrestleMania. Probably like what's the first pay-per-view after WrestleMania? Battleground? Something like that. I think they'll go back after the League of Nations for the titles. The League of Nations, through some tomfoolery, will retain the titles. And I think that the New Day's probably got a couple months left ahead of them until one of them turns.
One of them turns heel.
Yeah, and I think that's either Big E or Kofi that's going to turn.
Yeah, that's conversation for another day. But so you've got the League of Nations going over as well.
Yes.
So all right. Well, as far as this match, I mean, I think we can all agree we are looking forward to it. Different reasons and stuff. Obviously, Ryan had his reasonings for the League of Nations going over in that.
You're going to have, no matter who they have for the League of Nations or the New Day, because who knows, maybe Xavier Woods could be like, hey, I want to do. The 4 guys in that match are going to be great workers. They're going to be able to do good things. So I mean,
it's most likely it's going to be Kofi and Big E for the New Day, and it's probably going to be Sheamus and Del Rio for the League of Nations.
So right off the bat, 4 good contenders. I can see this being a good match. I just don't like who's in it.
I'm looking forward to seeing what Xavier does on the side of outside of the ring during the match, because I feel like he's going to do something special with the trombone.
Oh, definitely.
Francesca's having
he's going to do something funny.
Special treatment.
Lana, look out for Francesca, sweetheart.
I forgot Lana's could be potentially at ringside too. That could be an interesting dynamic.
Oh my god, yeah.
No.
I wonder if he can play.
I wonder if he's going to slip with a slide whistle.
Oh god.
I want to see if he knows any like Bulgarian tunes to play if Rusev gets knocked out of the ring or something like that. Like
how's a Bulgarian
on
tune?
on Raw after Del Rio got taken out of the ring and he played like Kugaracha.
And that's just great. That's heel too. That's just like
it's
that's
awesome.
that's great. I mean, I think I've got the League of Nations going over in this match as well for pretty much the same reasons that really both the guys have said at the end of the day. The League of Nations definitely needs it more. Obviously, Ryan thinks they need to take a little bit of time to kind of recapture the work a little bit, so to speak. But we can all agree
this goes in the perfect way to getting into a match I really want to get to in the future, which is Xavier Woods versus Kofi Kingston.
Which would be an amazing match. Mm-hmm. That would be a really great match. So that's that tag match. So let's move it on here. I guess the next match we'll talk about is the United States Championship match with the defending champion Kalisto versus the big guy, Ryback.
Who apparently sounds like Triple H.
Ooh. He sounds like Triple H.
You are going to give me that U.S. title, you little lucha.
Ooh, size matters. Interesting build-up with Ryback,
Or lack of one.
Or lack of one. It is what it is. Just quickly run through this. I like Kalisto in the ring. I think he's great in the ring. I hope to see more of him as time goes on. His run as U.S. champion,
It's been forgettable.
Yeah, I think that him and Sin Cara should go back to being in the tag division for a little while. Not saying Kalisto doesn't deserve the United States Championship. I'm not saying that at all. But I think Ryback. What the hell did I just say?
Ryback.
I think Ryback needs the title a whole hell of a lot more than Kalisto does. And I hate saying that because I like Ryback. I've always liked Ryback. So I do see Ryback dethroning Kalisto because size matters, brother.
I don't know what to say about this. I actually didn't know this match was happening. I honestly thought it was Goldberg versus the Ultimo Dragon. Then people kept saying, no, you're thinking of WCW. I'm like, did you see them? That's exactly what I'm looking at right now.
Is this not WCW?
I'm looking at Goldberg.
Is this not Starrcade?
This is Ultimo Dragon versus Goldberg for what belt they have, the television title?
United States Championship.
And the United States Championship.
Oh, yeah, they did have the United States Championship.
It's their belt, technically.
Oh, God. So you see how much I care about WCW. But when it comes to this match, it is what I said. When you think of Goldberg versus Ultimo Dragon, Rey Mysterio versus Big Show, I don't mind the ultimate underdog going against a big monster. I think these two are decent in the ring. And I say decent because I think Kalisto, like you were saying earlier, Tej, he's a better tag team person. Him and Sin Cara work better. Now they're good single wrestlers.
And yeah, and I didn't mean that like
no,
Kalisto, he has all the talent to be a singles competitor anytime you want. It just I don't feel like that team's done yet. I feel like they still have more to do.
My biggest worry is due to Kalisto's speed and technical prowess over Ryback's power, I can actually see a botch happening where it's going to make the match a little sloppy at the time and someone's got to do a pop instantly, and it could ruin the match right then and there. I don't know what to really else say about it. It's going to be a match I'm going to be kind of holding my breath thinking, what's going to happen? Am I going to see a botch? But ultimately, I'm going to actually say Ryback's going to go over. This way, Kalisto and Sin Cara can go back in the tag team division.
You said you're gonna be holding your breath during this match. I'll tell you what I will not be holding in, and that'll be my pee because I'm taking a potty break during this match. This match does not interest me whatsoever. There has been barely any build up to it besides Ryback coming out and being a walking, talking billboard for Cialis saying size matters to everybody. I don't care about this match. It's probably gonna be. If Kalisto wasn't in it, it'd be a boring match. Ryback's a good worker, but he's a boring worker. And I think Kalisto's just going to win. I think this is just to build up Kalisto in the end, which is... I don't know what it says about Ryback, but I think this is just to build up Kalisto even more and just keep the title on him.
So ultimately, we've come down to saying either Ryback needs it, Kalisto needs to go to the tag division, or just to build up Kalisto.
Or Ryback needs to go to NXT and find a new character.
Wow.
That's just another conversation for another time. All right. So I guess that's that.
Now that we're done trashing, I'm done trashing.
More puppies!
Now that you're done trashing Ryback a little bit there, Brandon. And I like Ryback, so I mean, I'll defend Ryback. But we'll get into that conversation another time.
Me more, feed me more, feed me more.
Something like that.
Puppies.
All right, so the next match we're going to talk about here.
Podcast.
Very sexist, but at the end of the day, we are not sexist. Sexist. That's my speech impediment coming out there. It comes out once in a blue moon.
I don't even think we can when we're going to talk about these three girls. I can't see them as sex symbols. This is like three Litas going against each other. Well,
they're different. They're different than that.
No. Why I said that, and let me finish. They're three very gorgeous girls, but their in-ring technician and how good they're, nobody cares about their looks. You care about their match style.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's why I said three Litas. Because when Lita fought, I didn't care that her thong was sticking out. I enjoyed watching her do her work. That's what I see with these girls.
Sure.
I don't see puppies and ass. I actually see three good wrestlers.
This match is a shining example of how far the Divas division's come in the West.
Absolutely. And obviously, guys, if you can't, by process of elimination, figure out the match we're talking about, we're talking about the Divas Championship match, the triple threat match between the defending champion Charlotte versus the last kicker Becky Lynch, and of course, the boss Sasha Banks. So I guess, Ryan, we'll start with you. What are your thoughts on the match?
Right off the bat, I like all three of them. I'm just going to say that right off the bat. They're three very talented women. My concern is I could see actually Charlotte walk, as much as I don't want Charlotte to walk away with the belt, the wild card here tonight for that night is Ric Flair. Is Ric Flair going to... Woo! There you go.
That sounded more like Sting.
Woo!
Woo! There you go.
I wonder if he's going to be jet stealing, and kiss stealing, and car stealing, and he's just going to
full on
steal
having
everything.
sex with Becky Lynch in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
At this point.
See, that was my prediction at Fastlane, but that didn't end up happening.
Hey, there's always a chance for everything.
I think the question is, who is Ric Flair going to violate in this match, Becky Lynch or Sasha Banks?
Or his own daughter.
Oh, God.
Just Becky Lynch or Sasha Banks gets out of the way and he just violates his own daughter inadvertently.
Why I said his daughter? I'm not trying to sound like a pervert like you are right now. I'm saying Ric Flair's he's going to do an interruption to either screw with Becky, to screw with Sasha, to help his daughter win, or he's going to screw up and get Charlotte distracted.
I think he's going to throw Arn Anderson in the ring like a torpedo and just take out Becky Lynch.
Oh, Arn Anderson.
At least as a heel, I try to be serious.
I'm more like the New Day. I'm just a gimmick.
See, so basically, okay. So, all right. So basically,
No wonder I hate you.
So, I think we should just kind of go ahead right now. And so, the way this dynamic works with the three of us, basically, we have Ryan playing the heel, absolute heel.
Yep.
Pretty much nothing else really to say about that. We got Brandon, who is kind of our comic relief.
He's
I think that's
he's the gimmick.
Fine, but when Arn Anderson just flies in the ring and just takes out Charlotte,
he doesn't even have a hip to walk on. Leave him alone.
That's why Ric Flair's throwing him in the ring. He doesn't have to get in there. He doesn't walk in there. He just has to walk out.
Oh, Christ.
He can roll out.
Basically, Brandon is our gimmick guy here. He's the New Day of this round table.
Yep.
And then I have no idea what fucking part I play, but
You're the host.
I'm the host, so I guess that makes me like.
You're the mediator. You just keep us in line.
Michael Cole.
Yeah. I am the Michael Cole of the vintage Ryan.
No, he's not. Don't make fun of him. Calling him Michael Cole.
Yeah.
He's more like Mauro Ranallo.
Cool. Okay, I'll take that. I like him now, so I'll take that.
See?
But,
You didn't think you'd like him.
That's great. I didn't. I won't talk about him. I don't know what.
See, the Divas division's come pretty far, but it hasn't come far enough for us to talk about commentators instead of the match.
Yeah. No. Okay. Let's get back on track here. You guys know me. You know the Hotter Show. Okay. You know how I am. And when I'm with these two guys, it's even worse. We just go all over the fucking place. But let's get back on track here.
Let's go all over these girls once again. So I still buy my prediction. Ric Flair is going to be the deciding factor, and I actually kind of hope Becky Lynch takes it, because we've had a heel diva as our champion for so long that Becky Lynch is the best face out of those three that could win the belt. And when we look at our 10 divas that we talked about beforehand, a fair bit of them are better heels than faces. Therefore, setting up a better scenario if they want to bring one of them up against Becky Lynch, or saying Charlotte gets a rematch, which she probably would, then Sasha having a chance. It's just that dynamic where you finally get a face diva who we all like. She's very talented, leading that whole group. And then she just has her way with everybody else, facing the heels as they come.
Yeah, definitely. So you got Becky Lynch going over.
Becky Lynch going over because of Ric Flair.
See, I don't think that the WWE believes in Becky Lynch enough to give her a championship at this point. Not saying she doesn't deserve it. I just feel like, WWE can be nearsighted sometimes and, just not be able to tell the force from
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Whew.
9 times out of 10.
all the time. But I just don't think they believe in Becky Lynch enough. Maybe, I don't know, if they're looking at, merch sales sometimes, or... look at that. I'm just trying to say they give championships out based on merch sales. But, I don't
think you're wrong.
Look at the New Day.
That's true. But I don't think they believe in Becky Lynch yet enough to give her a title. I think it's going to be... I think it's come down to... I want to say not Becky Lynch. I want to say Sasha, but part of me thinks Charlotte's just going to retain.
Wouldn't that get boring to you, though? The fact that she just retains it again? She's good, but it's like, my God, give somebody else a friggin' spotlight.
I think Sasha's going to win it at some point, but I think she's going to win in a one-on-one match. The only reason... But then the caveat to that is I think that it's a triple threat match just so Sasha can pin Becky and not degrade Charlotte at all.
Sure.
Anyway, so Charlotte can come back to Sasha Banks saying, well, you won the championship, but you didn't pin me for it.
Yep, next pay-per-view has those two.
Yeah, so you got.
So I'm gonna take Charlotte retaining, even though I have that in the back of my mind. Want to say Sasha wins, but I think I have Charlotte retaining.
Well, I'm actually kind of agree with Ryan. In fact, I think I'd like to see Becky go over. I think we do need a face diva as our champion because there's a lot of really great heel divas right now, especially if Emma's coming into the mix.
Yep.
Because she needs to be a heel. She's an amazing heel. I would really honestly be happy with anyone winning this match, basically.
Yeah.
I think all of them have their own right to win. They're all amazing. This is going to be a great match. All dumb, boyish joking aside and puppy jokes and all that kind of crap aside. This is a goddamn women's wrestling match.
No, this isn't for the Divas Championship.
Yes,
it might as well be for the Women's Championship.
I'd like to see whoever wins this match rebrand the Divas Championship.
Becky Lynch. I was literally just about to say that. If Becky Lynch wins the title, she'd be one of the perfect people to do that with.
Yep.
Just make her, she just comes out and it's just like, I'm not a diva, I'm a woman.
Yep.
And just that simple. Done deal. So, two of us think Becky Lynch. Brandon, you thinking Charlotte's going to retain. And that's the match. Definitely a match I'm looking forward to. I think we can all agree on that.
Oh, yeah.
Going to be interesting, even if there's some shenanigans.
There'll be shenanigans.
There'll be shenanigans.
Oh, yeah.
And I think, we all agree that it's definitely pretty amazing to see how far these three have come in the last year.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing to see them in this spot.
The fact that the Bellas were the queens and they got dethroned by these three girls, I doubt many people would have saw that coming when the Bellas were still.
Well, let's just be grateful there is a Divas Championship match at this WrestleMania. Last year there wasn't.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And there deserves to be. Yeah. So that's that. Guess next match we'll talk about here is probably the match I think most of us are looking forward to the most. I think.
This is my match.
For me, this is second most for me.
Yeah. And that is the Intercontinental Championship ladder match with defending champion Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn versus Dolph Ziggler versus Sin Cara versus The Miz versus Stardust and versus the late addition of Mr. Zack Ryder.
Also known as Neville's ankle injury.
Can we give a special thanks to Neville for allowing Zack Ryder to be in this match?
Giving Zack Ryder that push. You know, and I like Zack Ryder. You know, like I don't. I mean, you know, he's
There's
no.
not a bad.
I like Zack Ryder. No, I love Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
He hasn't had many bad moments, and frankly, all these competitors, they are not bad guys. This is a very well-rounded intercontinental.
There's going to be huge spots in this match.
Oh, this is gonna be a like spot city.
Well, let's go through the guys. You have Sami Zayn, a high flyer. Sin Cara, high flyer. Dolph Ziggler, not afraid to do some dastardly shit. The Miz, you're gonna see more pops out of him from just doing stupid crap.
I feel like The Miz is going to be the landing bag that everybody's going to use.
Oh yeah.
God, yeah.
Him and Owens are gonna be like the landing bag.
And Stardust to a degree.
Yeah. And then there's the scary part. You have Kevin Owens. When you give that boy any kind of extra spotlight, he takes advantage.
And he knows how to. And you know what? I think Kevin Owens is going to jump off a ladder in this match.
God, yeah.
Oh, you're
just
fucking
be
right.
like
Probably onto Sami Zayn.
I'm gonna call
A tank-topped asteroid just coming down to the ring.
I'm gonna say a cannonball off the ladder. It's gonna be one of the.
And you know
high
what's
points.
funny too is having Sami Zayn and him in this match
There could be some scary stuff that goes down with him and.
because they trust each other so much. They know each other so well.
Well,
right?
look at all those Kevin Steen El Generico matches from like Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
They are just incredibly like succinct matches where like, and I remember seeing like Kevin Owens putting Sami Zayn in Ring of Honor through 2 tables that were stood up on 2 ladders, like and just putting through the package pile driver. I'm like,
Who thinks of that?
exactly. Like
These two are gonna if they let them do their
Kevin
own
Owens
thing.
is demented sometimes, like in his brain sometimes.
And you know what's crazy too is I look at the first 3 names that I mentioned: Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler. Those 3 guys right there, if given the opportunity, I think are gonna just completely.
Yeah.
And that's not taking anything away from the other guys.
Nope.
Just Dolph Ziggler.
Is the best seller in the business. I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
go as far as saying that he may not be able to take the best bumps, but any of those guys they could go to him and be like, Dolph, I'm gonna give you a such and such move. That a lot of other guys may be like, no. Dolph's gonna take it and he's gonna make it look great.
Yeah, oh,
not
100%.
good, friggin' great.
And like all those guys can sell. All those guys can work.
Yeah.
You know?
The only guy I'm a little nervous for is not even Ryder. Sin Cara is the only little weakness I find. I don't even want to say weakness. It's when I look at work and ring abilities and all that. Even though he's a high flyer in this match, he's how could he not be great around ladders? He's the guy I'm kind of like maybe the weaker link that I'm going to see the less from Sin Cara.
I mean, I think it's mainly because we're not used to seeing Sin Cara in situations like this.
Yeah.
In the Intercontinental ladder match, going up against the likes of Kevin Owens and The Miz, and say anyone can say whatever they want about The Miz. He's been a solid mid-card guy forever.
He's the veteran.
As
Out of
long
all
as
He's
those
the
guys.
veteran in this.
As long as he's not making movies.
Sure, of course, yeah. I hate his movie career. Out of all, and that's the funny thing.
Like Stardust, Miz, and Ziggler are the ones that are going to lead the match because they've been around the longest.
Well, in WWE they have.
Yeah, they're the longest.
They've been in the WWE they have. So like they have the most WrestleManias under their belt.
Yes. And I mean, but it's going to be interesting.
This is the first WrestleMania for
Sammy.
for Zack Ryder. It's the first WrestleMania for Sami Zayn. It's the first WrestleMania for Kevin Owens.
Oh, Zack Ryder's been in WrestleMania. I don't remember the match.
Oh,
Like I said,
well,
this
Team
is-
Raw versus Team, and then friggin'
was the general manager's former team.
he got kicked in the balls by.
Like I
Eve.
said, this is Zack Ryder's first WrestleMania.
Yeah, let's just forget that ever happened. But I think we can all agree it's going to be an absolutely amazing match.
And I don't know if Unico ever did anything at WrestleMania.
Who?
Oh, sorry.
Who? Who's this Unico you speak of?
Sorry, the Sin Cara that doesn't botch everything.
Ooh,
Holy
shots fired at the original Sin Cara.
Even I'm not that big of a heel.
Brandon, who you got going over in this match?
Whoa! I got Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
I think this is the WWE saying, you know what? Maybe this was like something like maybe this happened for a reason. Maybe Neville's ankle exploded for a reason. I think they're gonna let Zack Ryder do it. I think just because like they need something to happen to this WrestleMania that's not completely predictable.
And that would definitely
And Zack Ryder
be
winning the
unpredictable.
Intercontinental Championship. You know what? The guy's put in so much work at NXT, working with Mojo Rawley.
Look at how much Mojo has improved since he's been tagging with.
And Zack Ryder, from what I've heard, has not complained one bit. He's been a good soldier. He's just done exactly what he's needed to do. I think this is the WWE saying, "Okay, here's your shot. You know what? We're not even going to throw in a title for it because, like, and there's a precedent for a guy just getting thrown into a match and winning the championship.
Sure.
And,
sure.
Like, if you look at a match like it was John Morrison versus I think it was CM Punk back in 2007 with the whole Chris
ECW.
Benoit.
Yeah, ECW.
With the whole Chris Benoit thing, and Chris Benoit wasn't. Yeah, and Chris
Chris
Benoit
Benoit?
wasn't there. And so they threw John Morrison into the match, and he won it.
Yeah.
So there's a precedent for a guy just getting thrown into a match and then actually giving him the title. I think there'd be a huge pop for Zack Ryder to win title too.
Yeah, but can you imagine Kevin Owens' reaction when Zack Ryder wins the Intercontinental Championship?
That's what makes it even
He
better.
would kill him. And then Sami Zayn could save him, and it works. I didn't even remotely think of that. It could work. It'd be interesting. It could work.
It would work for a night. Because the problem is we know that when it comes to a championship clause, you get a rematch. Zack Ryder and Kevin Owens is not a rematch I want to see. It would not be.
It would be a slaughter.
Well, it wouldn't be good. I'm going to say it. Not even a slaughter. A slaughter can still
I think it'd be a good match. It'd be a slaughter.
Teach, it would be crap. You want a real champion out of this match, it's going to be Dolph Ziggler. Not for the joke that he's just out there to impress Nikki Bella to steal her off John Cena. That's basically the only reason he's in this match, just to be like, hey, John, where's your title match at WrestleMania? But because I think Sami Zayn, he just came up. When I look at a kid like that, and you guys may disagree, you don't deserve a title right off the bat. To me, I see that when looking at.
I think Sami Zayn's gonna have the most close calls where he's gonna be like right at the belt,
absolutely,
and then gets knocked over, and then right at the belt and gets knocked over because everybody's gonna go insane when Zayn is near the belt.
The internet probably wants.
Nice.
The internet probably wants Sami to win. Kevin Owens will be the guy to stop him, but Dolph, I think, out of all those guys, Dolph is he's been a champion before. He knows how to use it. He's got the emotion and the talent to then take on Kevin Owens one-on-one. That's why I look at this match. When the dust settles, who is going to fight Kevin Owens next pay-per-view and make a thing look good? And that's Dolph Ziggler.
Well, I don't think Kevin Owens needs that belt anymore.
Doesn't matter if he needs it or not, because he can drop it and then lose the very next pay-per-view when he goes for his rematch. But who do you want carrying that belt to make the matches look good? And that's why I'm still sticking with Dolph Ziggler. So, Tej, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm right. Tell me you're.
I got something to tell you. I think Kevin Owens is going to lose the belt. I think he's going to go after the next night on Raw. And I think once he loses that match, I think he's done. This is his transition into the main top card.
That's fine. Kevin Owens.
I think it's going to be against Zack Ryder.
I'm glad me and you are disagreeing or agreeing that Kevin Owens is not going to win.
I think Ryder is going to climb the WWE ladder
and go right back to NXT. He's going to fall right off the ladder into the hole of NXT.
I think Zack Ryder will be your Intercontinental Champion.
Woo woo, my fist in your face.
All right. Okay. All right. I got to play mediator here. All right. So.
If you say The Miz, I'm leaving.
So I see The Miz going over. You know what would be fucked? If The Miz actually went over.
I wouldn't be heartbroken because he's still talented, but it's just
sure. The title. He has to go do a movie.
Yeah.
He's got TV. He's got
I feel like The Miz is just he's just kind of hanging out at this point.
No, I think you're going to be the dark horse Big Stardust, aren't you?
No.
I'm gonna.
He's going to change the name of the title to the Intergalactic title.
See, I can see that too, because WWE is such bullshit. I can totally see that happening. That doesn't sound far-fetched to me when I see that. This podcast is falling apart.
I think we've come to the conclusion we know Kevin Owens isn't walking in with the belt.
Yeah, I think we can all say that. I'm actually going to go ahead and...
Well, think about it. This is the perfect way to get the belt off of him again without getting pinned.
Yes, Brandon, we already heard your opinion. Can you let TJ talk now?
It's my show, asshole. It's called The Harder Show, not The Bowden Show.
Me!
Even though that has a nice ring to it. You ever thought about doing a podcast?
No.
Thank
All right.
God.
All right. Fuck it. I'd listen to it.
You can't afford me.
The Bowden Show. How about the Wood Show?
I can't afford
That's our license to print money.
I can't afford me either.
Sounds like a porn.
You literally, your T-shirt could like the Wood Show, and just have like a
giant wooden dick that goes across this wood. And
the wood,
the wood, and then show.
Yeah, literally, don't even have it.
Wood Show trademark.
Trademarking the Wood Show. I'm trademarking the Wood Show.
All right, so TJ, sorry for
all right, so sorry about that. Now, see, my people know.
Yep.
Yeah, I got the best listeners in the world. Okay, they know when they're tuning into the Haas Show. There's gonna be absolutely no goddamn format. This is just a goddamn conversation. They know I'm going all over the place, so they understand. They get it.
Your pick is?
And my pick for the Intercontinental Championship match, I'm actually going to go with Dolph Ziggler because he's my favorite guy in the match. Because out of all these guys, Dolph Ziggler, I feel like he's never going to be a top card guy.
Again. And
it's not like he doesn't deserve it. It's just, I don't think it's ever going to happen. I think he knows that now. So he's just going to basically make the most of what he can. Yep. Dolph Ziggler, as your Intercontinental Champion, I love that. Because for me, the Intercontinental Championship, that's the workhorse's title. When you have that, you're usually the most workingest motherfucker on the crew. Okay? And
doesn't that fit Zack Ryder so well?
It fits so many guys, but
does not fit Zack Ryder. Not for this match. Not compared to Kevin Owens, Dolph Ziggler, even The Miz. These are guys who have put in
Sami
more
Zayn.
work than Ryder.
And I mean, it's going to be great. I feel like it's going to be a really close call. I feel like it's going to come down to Sami Zayn and Dolph for some reason. And just Dolph's going to get that little bit extra. Or like Kevin's just going to pull down Sami.
Is he going to have another headbutting war with the other guy in the
I hope not.
That was pretty cool.
Because I'm pretty sure that's why Daniel Bryan had to retire.
Yeah, I just don't
After
want
that
to see that.
headbutting war he had with Dan.
I don't want to see any more goddamn headbutts and stuff. I don't want to see anymore. But
you know what you do want to see? Zack Ryder's Jr.
2 people for Dolph Ziggler, 1 for Zack Ryder.
let's just move the fuck on.
Through democracy. Fuck Zack
All right,
Ryder.
so I got Dolph. Woody's got Dolph, and Brandon has, for some reason, Zack Ryder.
Everything you know.
I have got a Ric Flair
to
slap
play
coming.
on the radio.
That's
I like to sing real loud. I like to drive with the top down.
No holds barred.
I don't even know how the rest of that goes. Whatever, fuck it.
I don't know how you knew all those words.
So the heel has stepped out for a moment. Me and Brandon are going to entertain you for a couple minutes here. I got no.
I still think Arn Anderson's going to get thrown in this match.
Oh, fuck.
Ric Flair's going to throw him like a javelin. Actually, you know who's going to win the Intercontinental belt?
Who?
Michael Hayes.
Michael Hayes is going to come out.
Sami Zayn's going to be sitting right there, grabbing the belt. Michael Hayes is going to knock over the ladder and go off and grab it and be like, bitch, this is mine, walk off.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, quickly, I want to get your thoughts on the New Day inducting the Freebirds real quick here.
I love it. I think it's the Freebird rule that they came up with that allows the New Day to carry the titles.
Or the New Day rule, as they call it.
It's the Freebird rule.
It's the Freebird rule. Oh, I know. You're
Freebird
preaching to
rule.
the choir.
And you know what? After a while, I didn't know much about the Freebirds until I watched the documentary on WWE Network, the Rise and Fall of WCCW, and I fell in love with the Freebirds. So anything to do with the Freebirds, I love it. I love the fact that the New Day are inducting him in the Hall of Fame.
Very quickly, Ryan, welcome back. Thanks for coming back. I want to get your thoughts very quickly, just because this podcast is all over the goddamn place, so who cares anymore?
Oh, shit.
Your thoughts on the New Day inducting the Freebirds into the Hall of Fame. Go. Did you know they were inducting them?
You know what would be actually probably a less of an insult to the WWE if Jeff Jarrett and Chyna come back and win the WWE Championship and the Divas Championship.
No tag team titles.
Anything of that.
No tag team champions, Chyna and Jeff Jarrett.
You know why I brought that up? Because there's no friggin' rhyme or reason besides the, what do they call it, the Freebird rule for the New Day. That's the only reason these clowns are inducting them. I'm like, really, you take a great team. That'd be like Kofi Kingston. Actually, no. That'd be like Xavier Woods going out and inducting the whole Four Horsemen. Like, it doesn't make a lick of freaking sense. You guys are striking heads. I'm just saying babbling crap.
You know,
it just doesn't make a lick of sense.
I try really hard, you know.
I know you do.
I try so
Why
hard
would
to
you
have a
ask
good
me
podcast.
You ask me a New Day question. Of course I'm going to say shit because it just bugs me. That team bugs me. And now you want to talk about WWE Hall of Fame. You want them to be a part of it.
I'm not saying I want them to be a part of it. They're a part of it. It wasn't my call. But getting back into it here, next match we'll talk about is the Hell in a Cell match. Basically for control of the company. Basically. Between a returning to the WWE for the first time in 7 years? Say 7 years. Mr. Shane McMahon versus the Phenom, The Undertaker. Right off the bat, let's give it over to me. That's right, me. Fucking Swerve.
Heel turn.
Starting with me. A match I am looking forward to in the sense of I think it's going to surprise everybody a lot. I know Shane McMahon has been working very, very hard. I know Undertaker has been working very, very hard. I am not looking forward to the end of this match because I feel like no matter what, everyone loses. Shane McMahon is going to be down and out from the quote-unquote control of the company. Are we ever going to see Shane again? I have no idea. I like him being back. I like the idea of him being involved with the company in some shape or form. So I don't want him to lose. I don't want Taker to lose because it's fucking Undertaker. I don't want him to lose. God damn it. I don't want the Undertaker to have a loss against Shane McMahon at WrestleMania. No offense to Shane McMahon, but he does not deserve a win over the Undertaker at WrestleMania. It just shouldn't happen. Shouldn't even be in the thought process. That being said, I'm still looking forward to the match. I do think that Taker's going to go over. The only reason why I see that is because it's the only thing that I think makes the sense in this act of it's going to do less damage because Shane McMahon is basically fighting for control of Raw. There's been these rumors going around of this brand split thing. Shane gets SmackDown or something of that nature happens.
From what I've heard, it's been Shane gets Raw, Vince gets SmackDown, Triple H and Stephanie take over NXT.
See, to me, that ruins everything. That doesn't make any sense to me. Why the hell would Vince McMahon want control of SmackDown? He'd pack it into that point. I don't want fucking SmackDown, yeah!
Well, no, I think it would, this is a really confusing match, because I don't understand, what exactly is going to happen at the... I feel like it's not going to be a clean finish. That's the one thing that's not happening here. A clean finish is not happening. I feel like the one thing... this can't be Undertaker's last match at WrestleMania, but I can't see him winning at the same time.
Yeah, let's not forget, there is a stipulation. If Taker loses, he no longer fights at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but I found that weird, though, so the stipulation. Mm-hmm. The stipulation being if Taker loses... He's done at WrestleMania, so he can still be in all the fast lanes he just can't be in WrestleMania. I think that there's got to be somebody. There's a third man in this match that's just going to show up at the end of it. It could be anybody. I kind of if I had to hazard a guess, I'd say maybe Sting.
Because why not at this point?
Well, I think it's kind of I think I mentioned it to one of you before that it's the whole irony thing of Sting coming and ruining WWE for Vince McMahon and Undertaker. After Undertaker and Vince McMahon destroyed WCW.
Well, after Triple H and Vince McMahon basically beat him at the other WrestleMania.
Yeah, so Sting comes back to screw Vince and Undertaker and Triple H and all that out of the WWE and running WWE. On the night he gets inducted into the Hall of Fame, he kind of double crosses the company.
And what better way to screw them over by letting Shane win and possibly allowing a brand split, which would be very, very stupid.
Yeah.
The heel does not enjoy it. So, Brandon, you got Shane.
I got Shane going over with Sting's assistance.
All right. The heel.
I'm not even going to give that big of a review on this. I'm going to say WWE, you cannot make this match believable. Even with a crazy interference. You have The Undertaker. He is undefeated at WrestleMania in Hell in a Cell matches. Oh. He has the most experience in Hell in a Cell matches. He has the most experience at WrestleMania. He is the goddamn dead man. Your biggest entity in the franchise. You have him going against a guy who has been in the business for 7 years. And keep in mind, Shane McMahon was never a good wrestler. He was just a good daredevil. He took some very great bumps and has some very great high points. But he was not a skilled wrestler. You now have to put those two in a match that favors The Undertaker. For control of the company versus the legacy at WrestleMania, basically we'll call it. You are not making this believable. Yeah. You have an interruption, which I thought with you telling me. Sting comes on the top of the cage, floats down like old WCW, Shane low blows him, blah, 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 blah.
Although this is taking place at a football stadium, I don't know if it has a roof or not.
Oh, yeah.
So Sting would have to come down from the sky.
Good point on that, too.
Helicopter.
So there you go.
Ooh. I can totally see it.
Either way, outside interference may have to happen. I'm just not buying this match. So therefore, I'm going to take the clean answer. Just say Taker is not going to win it. He needs to win it for his own goddamn legacy. You make him look, whether you agree with not, he didn't look great against Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. Bray carried that match. He lost to some loser that apparently is a part of
He didn't lose.
Oh, yeah, he didn't.
He didn't lose.
No, he didn't lose. Brock somehow walked out.
There is no...
You have no evidence that Undertaker lost to Brock Lesnar at that day.
Undertaker is 22-0.
Yes.
I don't know what everyone's talking about. This whole 21-1.
Brock just beat some random fucking... He beat a clone.
Yeah, it wasn't actually Taker.
That wasn't the real Taker.
You guys didn't hear that? It wasn't actually Taker.
That Taker didn't have hair. It couldn't have been that Taker.
Bottom line, Taker needs to win this match because, like you said earlier, he cannot have a loss at WrestleMania against Shane McMahon. That's an insult.
I feel like... And that's taking nothing away from Shane McMahon and the character he's built over the years.
He's great.
Undertaker has a loss against Shane McMahon at WrestleMania regardless. I feel like he's done.
He has to.
That's it. Because the next time I see him, I'm going to go, oh, it's The Undertaker. I remember when he was still relevant and a big deal. Yeah. And I hate that.
He's no longer the dead man or the phenom at that point. He's just, hey, it's The Undertaker. Cool.
He's Mark Calloway.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess that's our predictions for it.
I think we might be overthinking it, and this could be just Vince begged Shane to come back for one night.
Yeah.
That could be all it is.
Can
you just lose to Taker, and then you can go away again. I don't care.
Take a tombstone. Here's $1 million. Thanks.
Yeah, maybe
And
that could be all it is.
That could be all it is. And I mean, I'm not going to lie. If that's all it is, I'm going to be really pissed off.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be happy. Taker just Taker needs to win. They're gonna make a good match out of it. But this is a scenario where Taker needs to win. I think we agree the brand split's stupid. Shane has no business being in the business much anymore. He came with a bang. That's what they needed. Be done with it.
That's it. So I think we all looking forward to the match.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
There's gonna be some big spots.
I'm looking forward to the match. Just
Shane
not the
McMahon's
end.
gonna jump off a blimp.
Sugar Man's going to literally call in a blimp. And
He's gonna call in a blimp. He's gonna get on the tip of it, and he's gonna jump off of it
Drop
and
an
leg
elbow.
drop Undertaker from 10,000 feet.
I thought he was going to drop an elbow.
You realize
Imagine
it
leg drop him.
doesn't matter what he drops. Taker's just gonna rise and catch him in midair.
Yeah, I just can't even anymore. All right, moving on here, folks. We're getting close to the end of the card here. We have the match that's I feel like it's kind of the dark horse of the night, and I need to kind of explain why I say that, because I think a lot of people are just assuming this is going to be a slaughter, and I don't think that's what's going to happen.
This is gonna be a slaughter. Dean Ambrose is gonna kill Brock Lesnar.
So obviously the match we're talking about is the no-holds-barred street fight between Dean Ambrose and one wrestler who I've never heard of. I don't know who he is.
Wasn't it Paul Heyman's client? That's it?
Yeah, I don't know who this guy
Laser.
is. Bork Laser. Boy mode.
Boy mode.
Of course, Brock Lesnar. So I guess, Ryan, if you want to start off right off the bat.
Oh, what do you say about Mick Foley versus a gorilla? Basically that.
Yeah.
Mick Foley's going to kill a gorilla.
You know what's sad? And I'm now going to turn into a person that the internet hates. I'm going to look back at the...
They already hate you, dude.
I'm going to look back at the Attitude Era. Now, I just said a bad word because nobody wants to bring up the Attitude Era and the PG era. But a no-holds-bar match with Dean Ambrose attitude blessed upon him by Mick Foley. Oh, Dean, you
And
can't...
Terry Funk.
Dean, you can't do half the shit that they told you to do. You're not even allowed to slap him in the face with a friggin' kendo stick. So, right off the bat, I don't really care that it's a no-holds-bar match or not. What I'm looking at this match as, and I'm kind of excited for, I want to see a similarity between this match and Roman and Brock. I want Dean to take a beating to the point where he keeps getting up, he's looking at Brock saying, "This all you got?" Swinging at him the odd time, doing his fancy moves, hitting him with a couple of weapons, taking Brock to a limit, and forcing the beast to get madder and madder and madder when it comes to a climax of a point where we're going to see the winner. That's how I'm predicting the match right now.
I think Dean Ambrose is going to literally cut Brock Lesnar in half with a fucking chainsaw. Like, I don't, like, I was trying to figure out what he could do with a chainsaw that would make sense in the match. I feel like he's going to just, like, come at Brock Lesnar with a chainsaw at some point. Like, Dean Ambrose is just going to lose and come at Brock Lesnar. He's going to, like, cut Paul Heyman's tie or something.
Oh,
Something
God.
stupid like that. I just, you know what I mean? Like, Paul Heyman would be like, "Okay, now, Dean, what I want you to do, you're going to tie me to the ring with my tie, okay? And you're going to, I don't know why Paul Heyman sounds like this, but whatever. And you're going to come at me, chainsaw in hand. And you're going to go to cut me. And Brock's going to pull me out of the way and you're going to cut my tie right past my nose, okay? Or, alternatively, I'm going to grow my toenail back, okay? I'm going to grow my ponytail back and I'm going to cut it off with a chainsaw. Or just cut me in half with a goddamn chainsaw.
You guys realize...
EC dub. EC dub.
You guys realize Brock could have got serious shit and possible suspension for the blading that he allegedly did against Taker. You want to bring a chainsaw in this match?
Absolutely.
Someone is getting fired.
Terry Funk already gave him the chainsaw.
Yeah,
Terry Funk
to
gave him the chainsaw.
masturbate with, not to use. You know how screwed up
mash?
Terry Funk's in the head? Terry Funk just hit him a chainsaw.
Did you see that promo?
It's true. I said the promo Terry Funk ripped. I didn't understand a word of it.
I did not.
I think that was the point.
Nobody did.
Dean Ambrose, you're the best wrestler in the country.
Except for me, of course, I'm 75.
Dean Ambrose, for God's sakes. If I had a son, I'd want him to be just like you. And if I had a daughter, here's a chainsaw. Just, like, I was like, yo, like, Terry Funk. I love Terry Funk. But I don't know what the fuck was going on. I really didn't. I was like, whatever, I'll take it. But at the end of the day, with Ambrose coming out with his little red wagon of toys,
That was funny as hell.
I feel like this is going to be, like, just... I think it's going to be very unpredictable, and that's why I'm so excited. I feel like Brock Lesnar does need to beat down Ambrose a lot in the beginning. Like, he's going to just wreck Ambrose. He's going to give him, like, 89 suplexes.
Yeah.
Because Dean Ambrose is going to be like, suplex me again. And he'll suplex him, like, for the 100th time. He'll be like, again! And then he'll cut him in half with a chainsaw. But I actually have Dean Ambrose going over in this match with a ton of shenanigans. An awful ton of shenanigans. Yeah. And that's pretty much sums up my thoughts on it. It's going to be ridiculous. No holds barred street fight. I just can't even. It's going to be friggin' ridiculous. Ryan?
I guess you want to throw it back to me. I'm just going to just add to what I said earlier. Yeah, there's going to be a couple of gut shots with a couple of weapons. Like I said, I'm an Attitude Era guy. I know what the street fights were like back then. It's still going to be a great match. I'm not going to say this is going to be a toilet match. It's not going to be bad in any sense. I just don't think it's going to be as ECW as the fans think.
EC-dub,
whatever.
EC-dub.
This is a match, though, I believe Ambrose needs to go over. If the fans really think, oh, why isn't he our champion? Why isn't he going against Triple H? Well, kid, this is your time to prove the fans right. This is your chance to beat the Beast Incarnate and go that much over. So that's all I'm going to say. Dean, I pick you going over because I like you. I want to see you go over.
Well, I think Dean Ambrose is going over, but I kind of wish this was like a Falls Count Anywhere match because like I want to see like this match spill over into like the Dallas Cowboys locker room and like out into Jerry Jones's office and just like everywhere. I want them to be having like a Dallas Cowboys team meeting somewhere and Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar just fly through a wall or something. I think that'd be great, but I don't think it's a Falls Count Anywhere. I still want to see that. Like I want to see them like fight on the streets of Dallas. I want this to spill out of the arena and just them fighting.
You see Brock Lesnar running after him.
And
down the
I want to
street.
see like Brock Lesnar throw Dean Ambrose into traffic. And
oh my god!
And you know what? I wouldn't even put it past like Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose would take a bump off getting hit by a car.
I can totally see that. He'd be like, "Okay, throw me into the car windshield while it's moving." Dean, that could kill you. That's okay. That's okay. I got this.
And I want to see what he does to Chainsaw Charlie.
Dude, that's gonna be ridiculous.
You may get your wish, not in Falls Count Anywhere. I say 1/3 of this match this time won't be in the ring.
Oh, 100%.
Only a third. Because this is a chance for both of them just to go ape shit on each other.
I just want to see like Dean Ambrose throw Brock Lesnar off of the stadium. Like, they just climb to the top of the stadium and Dean Ambrose throw Brock Lesnar off.
Brock going down.
I want to see Dean Ambrose get thrown off the stadium and rebound off the ropes and come back.
He gets thrown off the stadium roof, back into the ring, rebounds off the ropes, flies back up, and clotheslines Brock Lesnar off of the stadium into San Antonio.
Like this, he just falls.
I want to see somebody make a cartoon of that.
Oh, I want someone to do that. If there's anyone listening for some reason that is good with like,
I also want to see like Dean Ambrose attack Brock Lesnar with like parts of a fridge.
Why a fridge?
Because then they could call it the lunatic fridge.
Pun.
Oh, Christ.
Just rip off the door of like a fridge from the Dallas Cowboys locker room and start beating Brock Lesnar with it.
Oh, that got out of control for a minute there.
By God! Dean Ambrose is using parts of that lunatic fridge to beat up Brock Lesnar.
And you know what? Michael Cole would totally say that. And he'd be like, Vintage Ambrose!
Oh my God. Vintage Cole.
Vintage Cole.
You know what? We're going to see Vintage Cole during Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar. We're calling it now.
Calling it now.
I hope the kickoff matches just have more Ronaldo doing it.
We don't have enough time to talk about shitty commentary.
We don't have enough time to talk about Ronaldo today. But,
sad face.
So, Brandon, who you got going over again? It was,
I got Dean Ambrose.
Ambrose.
Clotheslining Brock Lesnar off of the stadium after a rebound off the ropes.
After getting thrown off the stadium.
After getting thrown off the stadium, rebound off the ropes, clotheslining Brock Lesnar out into San Antonio.
God damn it. All right, so we all agree for the first time tonight that Dean Ambrose. Have we?
I thought so.
No, I don't think so. I think we were all 2-1 or... Because you're a heel. You keep going against everything.
I thought we all had Adam Rose winning the Andre Memorial tournament.
We don't all have Adam Rose winning.
Yeah, you've been agreeing with me. You're agreeing with the heel. You're a wannabe heel tonight.
I think we all agreed on the League of Nations.
I am the...
Oh, yeah, League of Nations.
Oh, wait, no, excuse me. Yes, we did all agree on the League of Nations. I apologize. That's my fault.
And we all agreed we didn't care about the... TJ.
Fucked up.
TJ.
Fucked up. All right. All right, that was a train wreck. All right, so I guess by process of elimination, the last match that we have to talk about, and I say have to talk about, because I'm going to be brutally honest with you.
We have to watch it.
I don't even want to watch this match, and that's not me talking shit. That's not me being a goddamn internet mark. I have nothing. And I was really looking forward to this match at one point. And now I'm just like, I just don't even, they're not. Brandon, you said it best on your video yesterday. You did. The definition of insanity. They
Reading
literally
the same thing over and over again, just expecting a different result.
And Roman Reigns, as a face, the way they're going, is not working. And I like Roman Reigns, but it's not working.
It's insane to keep pushing him as a face.
You know, I don't even know. Ryan, take it over.
Well, Internet, your troll's back. And guess what? Roman Reigns is going to be your champion. Can you do me a big favor? Because after all the whining I've heard from you all, I thought I was in a vineyard. Suck it up. Get a tissue. Roman Reigns is going to be your boy. Triple H is old as shit. You can't keep making him your champion. He is not our scapegoat. Roman Reigns, you're going over, kid, because you want to know why? You're a hard worker. You're just a great personality. Everybody loved him as the Shield. So why don't you like him now, kids? He hasn't changed much. Well, that's a problem. Go to hell. Do me a big favor.
Is that how the internet marks that? That's a problem.
Well, they're typing away saying, listen up, guys. When I tell you how to fucking book this show, you're going to not put Roman Reigns. You're going to put Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins in a goddamn match. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't do that. Rollins isn't around, people. Get over it. Roman Reigns is going to be your champion because who gives a rat's ass what you think? This is what is good for business. We're not going to, the WWE can't pander. Start going to the people that actually give a damn about the business and know that Roman Reigns is the guy. We do. We know that Roman Reigns is your next champion. Not forever. He's the guy you pass it off to. Do the whole heel crap, which we all expect to come, but just pass it off to him. Set it up for the next rivalry, most likely with Dean Ambrose. Just everybody shut the hell up, quit your bitching and complaining, and deal with it.
That's the most unhealed thing I've ever heard you say.
Because it's just like, how can you be a heel? How can you be like, Roman Reigns, he's the best face in the business. If Roman Reigns was a better face, he'd be The Rock. There's no point. There's nothing you could say more to this than just fucking shut up about
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Just accept it.
Yeah.
Basically, is the point of you're trying to make.
It's like sex after prom. It's just gonna happen.
What the fuck?
I
It
went
didn't
to
happen
the
to
wrong
me.
prom.
We went to the wrong prom after party, dude. You were my. Hey, that's another podcast for another time.
Just a bunch of guys.
Just a bunch of guys there sitting around a fire. What the hell happened?
Sausage Fest 2008.
Like
Nine.
What are we saying?
Oh,
I don't know. Fuck it. Whatever. All right. Ryan has Roman Reigns going over because it's gonna happen. Let's all just accept it.
Oh, no, I didn't say that. I just said Roman Reigns is gonna win, but I got Triple H going over.
Triple H is going over, brother, but Roman Reigns is walking out the champion.
Roman Reigns is gonna win. I'm actually gonna go out on a limb and say he's gonna win clean. They're gonna push that baby face.
Oh, I think they're going to. Brendan?
I'm just thinking of this now. I think I had like an epiphany. Is like Roman Reigns like the antithesis of like the New Day?
I thought you were gonna say The Rock. I was like, don't go off what I said.
Good word.
Like he's the polar opposite of the New Day. He's a face who everybody boos.
Yeah.
And eventually they're just going to turn him heel because they have no choice. It's the same thing they did with the New Day. The New Day were heels that everybody was cheering, so eventually they just turned him face.
And when they started, Vince McMahon thought they were going to be the biggest babyface gimmick ever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like booing him, and he's like, I don't know why they're booing you. Are you kidding me?
I think this Roman Reigns is just the bizarro New Day. I think this is just going to be his culmination as the top heel in the company. Because he's just going to win the championship and be like, screw you guys, I won. Fuck you. I'm going home.
I am your champion. Get the fuck over it.
Because I want to see.
Oh, is that Seth Rollins?
Like, remember, people were pissed off. Like, hey, look at Hulk Hogan when he turned to the NWO. People were throwing things at the ring. They were so mad. Yep. I want to see people throwing things in the ring at Reigns.
Oh,
because that's heat.
Yeah, that's heat, all right.
And then I want to hear Seth Rollins music and have him stand there and just stare down Reigns. That'd be the last thing we see of WrestleMania.
Just be like, that's my title, asshole.
Yeah.
Be like, thanks for holding my title. Give it back now. Because Rollins will be so over that Reigns has to be the heel.
How are they going to do that? Because the internet wants friggin' Roman Reigns to be defeated by Dean Ambrose.
Not if Seth Rollins comes back. Yeah. Who gives a fuck what the internet thinks? Okay, now
they're pandering to the internet. We are on the internet.
It gets confusing because the Harder Show comes to you live. It gets confusing because the Harder Show comes at you twice a week on the internet from SoundCloud. So let's plug the SoundCloud. But when we say internet people and internet marks, the people we're referring to is the people that literally go out of their way, like what seems to be 26 hours a day. That's right, 26 hours a day, because they don't have any necessary thing of time anymore, okay? Yeah. Who comment on everything, who make videos of literally everything. Not like Brandon, not like him, where he puts out some good quality content once or twice a week. Your average new wrestling, check it out. I mean the people who like literally, you know those people you see who they put those YouTube videos and like their raw reaction, and it's like you just turn it on, you're just like, so like
Brie Bella should be the Divas
Brie
champion.
Bella should be the Divas. I feel like Roman Reigns has all the heat in the world, and that he should kayfabe his way to the top. Like.
That was my last video.
I was going to say, yeah, shit, word for word.
Word for word.
Same dialect, same like delivery too. Guys, I think Roman Reigns is not good. He should not be. He should not be in WrestleMania.
TJ, can I bring a point up to you though? And I think me and the fans want to know. You're an AJ Styles fan. AJ Styles have come out and said there is no such thing as a negative mark that you advocate for. So either you think that internet marks are a bunch of assholes like I do, or that you accept being one.
Now, there is a very big difference between being a mark and an internet mark. There's a big difference there. There very much is. I'm not getting into that right now.
No,
I'm not playing into this.
I'm glad you clarified for us.
I will not fall into your booby trap.
I will not do it because we're gonna go for another hour and a half, and there's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, I don't know what point I was trying to make here.
Well, who do you think's gonna win?
I gotta finish my point. What was I even talking about?
I thought that was your point.
No, what the hell was I even talking about? I was talking about
we talked about Roman Reigns going over against
Roland Reigns.
They're gonna fuse.
I mean, at the end of the day, I guess that's the point.
Roland Reigns and Deez Ambrose.
Can you let TJ talk?
God damn it! This is my goddamn
when
show.
I interrupted,
I'm just gonna cut both. I was gonna cut both of you out and call it a day. Can you imagine that guy? This is the harder show. God damn it! But anyway, that's the point I was trying to make. Is some people might get confused when we say things like, "Oh, the internet" and stuff, but at the end of the day, we are not internet marks because
you guys on the internet?
We all love wrestling, and I feel like a lot of the internet people nowadays they fucking hate wrestling.
No,
I feel like a lot of them hate it, and it's like they're literally. Now, when I say that, I mean like wrestling, okay, like a wrestling match.
I love wrestling. Some weeks I hate Raw.
I can accept that, but it's the people who like literally. I feel like there's one person I'm talking about in particular, and I hated him for a long time. Then I really started to like him. Now I hate him again because I feel like he just like, and he has all these like followers and this massive amount of people that follow him. And now there's other people on his channel doing videos with him, and they're even worse. Like I feel like all their videos basically like just all they do is talk mad shit, and that's all they do. Like people are basically making careers on the internet talking shit about wrestling, and it bothers me because I love the art of professional wrestling. And that's what I'm saying when I say like internet marks and stuff like that. I'm talking about people who necessarily don't like professional wrestling. They like sports entertainment.
Yep.
And there is a very big difference between those two. If you guys don't know the difference, that is okay. I will talk about that another time. But that's just a point I wanted to make.
That is
real quick
okay.
here.
You're banned from the show.
Never listen again. No, please, for the love of God, please listen. I need all the listeners I can get. Thank you so much for listening. I love you, whoever you are. Wherever you are in the world.
It's just giving our predictions because you gave a good segue. This match is really not about Triple H versus Roman. This is what the WWE should do versus what fans want them to do.
It's a perfect example of that. It's a perfect example of that. So, Brandon, you've got Roman going over. Yeah. You said that correct? Yeah, you got Roman over. Woody?
I got Roman going over, getting ready for the next great rivalry.
Yeah, and I've got Roman going over. Same thing. What I would really love to happen is Roman goes over. Ambrose comes up to celebrate with him, and Rollins.
Rollins isn't coming back, kids.
Now let me explain why. That triple threat match next WrestleMania. Tell me that's not a license to print money.
Just the
Shield and a three-way for the title at WrestleMania. Why? Why do you do these things? Oh, you asshole.
What did you do?
They're shielded a three-way. How's that not sexual?
And he just laughed, and I'm like, God damn it.
Oh, Trojans are going to be sponsoring that one for the ultimate protection.
All right, well, that is leading out in the most perfect segue I've ever done, guys. That's our WrestleMania. That's the WrestleMania from us. I got nothing left. I don't know what else
Sierra
to say.
Hotel India Echo Lima Delta Shield.
I think our segues and our goofiness explain how much we love this WrestleMania upcoming. And yeah, that's all. I just explains how I at least feel about WrestleMania.
My favorite match is the Divas match.
Puppies.
And with that, we're going to sign off here. Thank you both so much for being on for the second time here, helping me out with this prediction show. Always great to have your insights. Ryan, the heel, thank you. Hopefully, we will get to have more of your heel comments on the review.
Hopefully the internet doesn't run me out of friggin' town by the end of this one.
Yeah, be sure, and remember, guys, if there's anything Ryan said you disagree with, definitely be sure to hit me up. Just remember, I'm not him, okay? I'm not Ryan. Don't forget that, okay? Thank you. Brandon, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Everyone, definitely be sure to check Brandon out on YouTube if you have not. Your Average Noob Wrestling. Brandon, you got any links for that or anything you want to plug or anything coming up you want to talk about?
You can follow me at Twitter on Average Noob TV.
He's definitely going to be tweeting during WrestleMania.
I tweet during all wrestling.
And
NXT, Raw. I don't tweet during SmackDown because most people are American and they are watching it on Thursdays and I watch it on Wednesdays because in Canada it's Wednesdays.
So it would get very confusing.
Yeah, the taping's on Tuesdays. Canada airs on Wednesdays. States it airs on Fridays, and then Thursdays. And what were they talking about?
I don't know. With that, my name is TJ Hodder. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and hitting that play button. And I will catch you guys next time.